Hey there, you got Sundial here.
And you got Fiik.
And we are section hikers from Maryland. And we wanted to start sharing a little bit of our journey and our story on the AT. So we are longtime athletes, originally team sports, and then in the last 10 or 15 years, bunch of running, marathons, triathlon, Ironman, and really got busy in that world. And we would only get to the AT like maybe one long weekend a year, but we loved it. So the way we found the AT, there is a 45 mile section in Maryland. And 10 years ago, I stumbled upon a book called Becoming Odessa by Jennifer Farr Davis, and I read it and was fascinated by the AT. And so I turned to Danny at the time and said, hey, why don't we go hike the Maryland section of the AT?
And since I don't read, I was like, hey, why not? Sounds like fun.
So, we started with borrowed backpacks, borrowed tent. I think I rented a backpack from REI.
That was a bad experience. We had to swap packs.
We did. Halfway through the trip, we did swap packs. Yeah. I forgot about that. But we made it, and we absolutely loved it.
It was a lot more work than we thought it was ever going to be, and it felt just like getting out there and doing a race, but it was a lot prettier and a lot more fun.
Yeah, so, we kept hiking and we would get little sections here and there, but there were so many races every year going on that was all we could get. And then, of course, in 2020, everything changed. And we had always said that we wanted to hike the Massachusetts section because when I was a little kid, I lived at the base of Mount Greylock. So this was the year. So this year we got all of Massachusetts.
Yep, we finished the Shenandoahs.
Yep, we had done some of the Shennies, but we finished the Shennies. Mm-hmm. We went down to Virginia and we did the Triple Crown.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yep, that was amazing. That was Danny's spot, his iconic spot. McAfee, yep. And I wanted to get to Grayson Highlands, so we just added that onto the same trip.
Spurred a moment.
Yeah, and drove 3 hours to go see the ponies, which was really cool. And then over the winter, we've been getting in a ton of Pennsylvania, trying to get most of it done.
Pennsylvania's big. Good Lord.
And why do I want to get Pennsylvania in the winter?
Get rid of them snakes.
It's amazing I go outside, but I do. But I am terrified of snakes. Getting a little better. Yeah, I don't make you get out of the tent or go in the privy first anymore. I used to do that pretty regularly.
Still haven't seen one coming at you.
So, so we just had a blast this year. So many trips. Some of them were 2 days. Some of them were 4 days. We got a couple of our biggest trips coming up. In May, we plan to go to the Smokies and get the Smoky section done. And then in probably late September, we're going to go up to Maine and probably do the 100-mile wilderness, maybe do southern Maine and save Katahdin for next year. We're still deciding on that one.
Yeah, I'd still like to do Katahdin and Springer as our last two hikes. I think that would be good.
Maybe next year do Springer.
We've got a long way to go before our last two hikes.
Our last two hikes ever? Okay.
No, not ever. There's other trails to find.
Yes, we do have a few trips out west planned too. But anyway, we would make photo books and save things for ourselves and sometimes take some videos. But again, in 2020, with all kind of sports being gone on TV, we started following a lot of vloggers.
Yeah, and I didn't know what a vlogger was, but since I didn't read all these books that Sundial's reading, that was a good way to catch up on the Appalachian Trail and see what people were doing. And we came across Wild on the Trail, and his whole documentary of his trip was very inspiring and really drove us to want to get out a lot more.
Yeah, and I think it was over 150 episodes.
So it's great, great viewing over the pandemic.
It took a long time for us to get through it. And like we kind of consider some of those folks rock stars, and he's been very gracious answering a lot of our questions on Facebook, and hopefully we're going to get out there and hike with him one day, since he's kind of on the Pennsylvania-Maryland line. But we've started following some other vloggers, and it's just so inspiring. So we started thinking, why don't we do a vlog for ourselves? So some of our videos are definitely in the infancy. They're first-time learners, and we're trying to figure things out.
A little tongue-in-cheek at times.
Yes, they were definitely more for us initially. And then we started thinking maybe we should share them. So we're gonna step out. We're gonna take a chance. We're gonna hope maybe there's something that we can offer, particularly the middle-aged group that. We're not middle-aged, are we?
My beard's not great.
Yeah, but like folks that maybe are still working that can't through hike it yet, or think they missed their chance to do heavy miles, because we do pull some serious miles. We pulled 18 yesterday.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot to offer by section hiking. It's sometimes, in some ways, people say it's harder because you have to find your trail legs every time you get out. But in other ways, you get to pick your weather. We don't have to go out on a rainy day. We can postpone a trip. Things along that line, just make it more comfortable. Still very challenging. You still get to see all the great views on the trail.
That's actually one of the best parts to me of being a section hiker, is because you can, like, if there's a view that's 2 miles off the trail, you can actually go and take it. And we've done that a few times and seen some stellar views that, each time we've said, a through hiker wouldn't have the time or the energy to invest in this extra 2 miles, and we've gotten some good views that way. Oh, and we forgot, we've done a portion of the Whites.
Yeah.
How can we forget Mount Washington? I mean, are you kidding?
And Nat Geo, our new buddy, right?
Yep, and the stellar day. I mean, so many people get just horrible views up there, and although it was cold and windy, man, did we get a gorgeous view that day.
Did.
Yep.
Yeah. And we drove up to Mount Greylock, right? And the day we drove up, it was beautiful. We got to see all the scenery. The day we hiked up, it was fogged in and nasty. So, it was good to be able to get up there and actually see the view. And then on our hike, we got to, the challenge of the hike more than anything. So that was a good time up in Massachusetts. Yep.
And we got Franconia Ridge in too. So we might be able to get a little bit more of the Whites in. I'd love to do the whole presidentials. But anyway, we will share more of our journey, but we wanted to introduce ourselves. We will share a little more in an upcoming video, sort of the evolution of our trail names, and kind of how section hikers might get trail names, because a lot of section hikers end up without trail names, but we find a lot of enjoyment in it, so we'll share some of that. We are finishing a section of Pennsylvania this weekend, and it's a freezing cold day. We were very chilly last night, but my goodness, is it a beautiful day today with absolutely stunning winter views. So we'll be releasing a few more videos after we release this one, and you guys can tell us what you think. Be kind. We're rookies, and we're doing it mostly for us, but maybe we can inspire somebody else
and
as well.
And all you through hikers out there, hey, we think you guys are rock stars. I mean, you're our new favorite people to watch and follow. This is not easy. With all we've done 7 Ironman now, and we're finding this as challenging as any race we've done.
More.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't have 30 pounds on my back when I was doing an Ironman.
And I mean, but wow with some of the things we've seen so far.
Yep. All right, so we will see you soon. Feel free to give us some comments and, tell us what you like and what maybe some kind suggestions about anything that you might like to see in an upcoming video or something a little bit different. But
and if you are a through hiker, if you see us out on the trail, please stop us, say something. We love to hear your stories. We love to learn your trail names. Hell, we love to take you out for a cup of coffee.
Absolutely. All right. Enjoy the trails.